Okay, so
Yeah.
Uncle Glenn is dead. You've got you've got psionic powers. You validated the Imperium's entire stance on psionic powers through your dicking around with completely innocent people component of your ability to have psionic powers. Just saying. You know, you are a poster child for the Imperium's entire campaign around don't trust psionics. People with them turn evil and just manipulate people and read their minds. And just random people.
Awkward.
And just random people. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, Uncle Glenn is dead. Sad face. You're all a bit scared because whatever kills Uncle Glenn would be scary. This is a fairly
terrifying.
Seems that, to be fair, that is a very sound opinion to hold. Like, I'm not debating that at all. I feel like that's valid. And right at this moment, you're just leaving. You've left the hotel/hostel where he was murdered, having gone to the morgue where you checked out his body and all of his super cool kit was not there. And some of you were sad. I think Dan was
gutted like a fish.
Clank
I had
was
all the sads.
Clank was very sad, and you've decided that someone stole it all. This was
and we're getting it back from the Empire.
That's exactly no. Hold on, you are the Empire. Anyway,
Yeah, for the Empire.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. Yeah, exactly. I was just watching the latest episode of Bad Batch, so I don't know how I feel about that. But anyway, all right.
Sure, I haven't watched it.
So good. Fuck, that's a good show. Like, it's really good.
It is.
Anyway, whatever. I'm having a bit of a it's good TV period again though, because I'm up to date on Shogun, which continues to be my joyful moment.
Shush. I'm waiting for it all to be done, and then I'm going to binge it.
Are you just going to binge it? Yeah, I binged Fallout. I don't know if it was worth it.
I have that ready to binge.
But
yeah, Nick told me Fallout wasn't.
My opinion on Fallout, it was meh, very meh.
Yeah, I thought it was fun, but like the review I read in The Guardian compared it to The Last of Us. And can I just say,
oof,
no.
That's unfair.
That's just a no. That's just a no. No, it is not comparable to The Last of Us. Just
no. The Last of Us was a little bit of fucking magic.
But which I think is proven by the fact that Joe watched all of The Last of Us with me. Like, she was fully invested.
So did I.
Whereas Joe and I watched the first episode of Fallout together, and she was already like, why are you making me watch this TV show? I love you, but do I love you this much? You know, those questions were being raised.
And they're valid questions.
And they are 100% valid questions. You know, I don't watch Bridgerton. She doesn't have to watch Last of Us. It's a legit exchange of, you know, of
You mean Fallout?
Yeah, Fallout, sorry. Yeah. All right, so and what you've discovered is 2 leads. First lead, there is an archaeologist/researcher who claims to have discovered a way to detect ancient sites, who was somehow tied up with Uncle Glenn. Second lead, what was the name of the little dude? He's got a name. Auspicious. No, that's Auspicious of Seeking. It's similar to that, but it's not that. What was his name? The Dandelion.
Yeah, I was about to say the Dandelion.
It was something similar. No, I can't see him. God damn it. Anyway, the Dandelion, who I'll look up in a second in my actual book. Because Auspicious of Seeking was the name of the droid ship. Yeah, that's definitely the droid ship right there. All right, cool. I'll get his name out in a sec. Anyway, you had a lead to the smuggling lord / bad guy, and his minion. Who was the Dandelion? Come on, Dandelion. Who, as you know, cannot fight for shit. Ven Yasha was the criminal mastermindy type, and you got Ujinka. That's the professor. And I haven't found the
Exceedingly
dandelion.
discreet.
There is exceedingly discreet. Thank you. Yes, I just literally got there myself. And you decided to go and visit the archaeologist.
We did.
Does that
We figured
all
that wasn't
ring-
going to kill us.
Does that all ring true? Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're off to see the archaeologist in their little estate at Denkato, just outside of the city. It will take you about a half an hour to get there, give or take, via personal vehicle or hired vehicle or paid for taxi servicey type people. And so you can go out there. And that's where we'd left it. So now that we've recapped, and I've recapped, you were hiding out, you've done some stuff, and now you find yourselves, I assume there's not a particularly complicated conversation. Oh, I did skip over the bit where you broke into the hospital system. Sorry about that. And, pretended to be
Not pretended.
at least
we were
subsector
a
famous.
super important forensic
Famous
paleontologist or something.
That's right. You are a sector. You took the identity of a sector level celebrity
My God.
in forensic science. Amongst
At least when
the
there's
billions,
cetacean
if not
meat,
trillions, of
actually
people alive in the
records, right
sector,
there.
you found the one name that actually excited the hospital staff. All right. You even signed a book, I think. But anyway. All right. So you're in the vehicle. You're going out to the estate at Denkato. So a couple of things. The Denkato region is the personal property of the Duke of Regina. So it's like they live there as tenants. Explicitly, it's tenancy. And he basically has these lovely houses which he grants to people he thinks, it's like, noblesse oblige. So they're not serfs or anything like that. He's like granting the land to people he thinks, are important or amazing. All right. So vehicle. Oh, well, I should check. Do you hire a vehicle, or do you pay someone to drive you, or do you decide to do whatever it is you would do if you weren't doing those two things? Take the bus. No, the bus doesn't go there. There's no bus to Denkato.
Do we have a
People
vehicle?
who live there
Like, do
get
we own a
privacy.
vehicle?
It's one of the promises.
Okay, so a question is sorry, Tom asked the question. Sorry, mate, go first.
No, I just mean, do we have a vehicle? If not, we would just hire one, and I can drive it because I can drive all
I
vehicles.
assume I'm going to run with the Singaporean model. So vehicle ownership is
$100,000 license. Jesus.
hideously expensive. Regina's not, at least the city of Regina is not lightly populated, and the normal model and the most efficient model, and we know Regina has a very high law level, is that you can't own private vehicles unless there's a really good reason. You just hire one when you need one. That way the vehicles can be parked out of the city and increase the capacity of the city to actually support people living in it.
And we got no money, right? Because we've been cut off by our...
Well, I assume you've been making ends meet through a variety of work/criminal activity that has funded your existence to now. Because
Do we not have access to our accounts?
No, you don't. Well, it depends.
Why would we not have access to our accounts?
Well, you might have access to your accounts, but then other people might know about those accounts, I think is the question.
Well, wouldn't they all have been frozen, I would think?
Well, we haven't done anything illegal as far as the
And we're on the run, right?
Yeah, the Imperium thinks that you have your names. The whole reason you're here is because the Imperium holds you responsible for the death of all of the agents who were killed on Twilight's Peak when the peak exploded. Remember there was that whole Imperial drop of troops who were running into the thing from the other part of the spy service?
Yeah, I get that. But how did they, I dispute the fact that somehow we got tied up into this because they didn't know we're on the planet. mean,
Well, that's
I'm
an
arguing
assumption
Hanlon's
that you're
razor.
making. That sounds awfully like an assumption.
I'm arguing
you
Hanlon's
didn't-
razor.
You didn't tell them you were on the planet. That does not mean they did not know you were on the planet. These two things are not necessarily the same.
Sorry.
Yeah,
let
I
me-
think
hold on.
if
This
you
is
have a
my
complaint, you
character's
should write a letter.
position, not the fact.
Well,
not the fact.
Well,
that
your
proof-
character's position is you can.
I mean,
they have not.
Right.
They have not frozen the accounts because
right.
they might not want
Okay.
Mm.
right.
I think
This is
I
fine.
think our conclusion is we don't feel like we would get a chance to explain ourselves politely to a judge.
I just want to know, like, how did we get blamed for it when we're potentially died on the planet?
Someone has
If
to
they
get
didn't know we
blamed,
were there,
mate.
it's just
Someone-
fucking indignant.
Well, because
Anyway.
they probably don't know that we survived the planet, but when we withdraw money from our bank accounts that are mysteriously available to us and unlocked, then they will know.
The rest of us have had this rant from Orcus on a daily basis since this.
Yeah, I understand.
Well, I
I'll look at my
Orcus
watch
is
and go,
feeling
yeah, it's
somewhat-
8:15.
Orcus is feeling somewhat aggrieved because his destiny was to become one of the friggin' high nobles, right? His destiny, and
Well-
to be blamed by this scurrilous fucking rumor is somewhat grievous. Is what I'm saying.
And the good news is
We're just
Orcus-
down to the regular fate works in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
Move on.
And Orcus, the good news is, mate, it's just you just need one solid ancient artifact to return to the Imperium, and you are certain you can fix all of this misunderstanding with the right, hey, Duke of Regina, I'm a good guy, you're a good guy, we should be good guys together. We went to the same elite
Fucking
school
academy.
on bloody whatever. Yeah, exactly.
We've got a handshake.
Exactly. Yeah. Or flipper shake, if you will.
Whatever. Fine.
Yeah.
I am
You know
agreed.
the secret.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. So
Whatever. Yes, we've been schlumming it.
you've hired a vehicle.
Working.
I think that whole conversation was to get to the point of you've hired a vehicle and you're driving it
Yes.
out.
But it's
Yeah.
not as nice as Orcus would like.
It's definitively not as nice as Orcus would like. Unless Orcus has persuaded someone to steal a good vehicle and
No, let's not cause more drama than we need to.
All right, so you're on your way out to Denkato. It's a lovely, quiet drive. I will assume. Oh, by the way, if anyone, I don't know if what no now you want to create a map. God, you nice. You should all have recovered your full pools, by the way. So if you have not, please make sure your pools are fully recovered. They can you've had a night's rest. You've had like enough time to kind of do this properly. I'm assuming. So can I get? So you've hired this vehicle. Who's driving it? Oh, Razko is. What am I asking? Why am I asking that question? But
Wall slider Razko.
At least I can't crash it. Hey, ball slider or wall slider?
Wall.
Just double checking, mate.
Yeah.
no, nice. Okay, so
Balls
you go
to the
out.
wall, still ball
The
slider.
inflection was E, not E.
Just say balls to the wall, ball slider.
Oh my god, dolphin is a tonal language. Of course it is. All right.
Of course it is.
Dolphin is
I hear
tonal.
him singing at night sometimes. So I just do a vehicle driving roll. I shouldn't need to.
No,
I'm not doing any.
you are
anything
not
fancy.
doing anything. It's just a nice day to take a drive on the way to the palatial, estates owned by the.
I mean, I could make it a vehicle driving roll.
You
depends how
could
close the edge.
just to dick around with people. I mean, everyone else has been dicking around with people.
No, I'm good.
So
I'm good.
why stop now?
No.
All right.
Nope. I'm responsible.
The accommodation. So you're approaching Ujinka's house. There's a low wall. There's a gate. There's a small cabiny type thing in the distance. which you assume is their house. It's a good solid, probably 100 meters from the gate. There's a lot of space here, a lot of room. There's effectively trees in a plantation. Yeah, so you're approaching. So what do you want to do?
I find a nice park, right?
Yep, you can
Like
park
a
outside the gate.
glove.
And
I'm not going to do anything fancy. Just find an open spot. We're not trying to hide, hands away
Can
from the
I
weapons.
just get a memory check? How did we find this information out?
How did we get here?
We're the good guys, right?
Yeah, we're the good guys.
I saw a skull on my hat.
We found it.
Well, can any of you answer
And whose
before
skull
you
is it?
snarky bitches keep going? Can any of you answer that question and not
We
have
found-
our GM
No,
answer it?
that's not the point.
We found a
see.
data chip
Yeah.
in Glenn's room.
Thank you. I just want to work out how we might have got this, so I can
Yeah,
temper
Yeah,
my
you-
responses accordingly.
you found
Thank
a
you,
data
Agnos.
chip in Glenn's room. That's correct, which had these details on it.
I do wonder what gets a researcher, a home in this private rich boys club. That does seem like something we should be, kind of cautious about.
I could make uncharitable comparisons to Ludwig the Mad, but I won't.
Hey, no one, after you've played Castle Falkenstein, you're not allowed to have any bad opinions about Ludwig the Mad. Discuss. And I have played Castle Falkenstein, so I can say that. All right,
Fortunately, I have not.
I'm not saying it's the world's greatest role-playing game. I'm just saying it was weird and it was fun and it had cards when cards were new and innovative, like in the early 90s. Okay. For a role-playing system, that is. Okay, so yeah, so you can look her up. She's a public figure. Like, you can literally just look her up.
So surely we did a Google and
Yeah,
Is that
so
what I'm doing?
she's
some
Yeah,
level of-
not me.
she's like an expert in ancients research, and particularly in archaeology related to ancient spaces. And the reason she's got the estate is because the Imperium is very invested in people finding ancients kit and giving it to the Imperium, as you all know.
yeah, fair.
So her name has been tied to a couple of discoveries of ancient sites, and she's been granted this location as a result of her services to the Empire to date.
Okay, fair.
Are people allowed to come here without prior authorization?
I was thinking, are we just turning up and knocking on the door? Did we ring them in advance?
Are there gate sentries just sort of
So
winding up?
there's
Yeah, I was
definitively
about-
a gate. There's definitively a gate, and since you ask, now that you've parked the car and you're all sort of standing there chatting, you do see a pair of security drones hovering around the garden.
Excellent.
Before we enter the gate, I would like to sniff for presence of Varga in the recent past.
Varga in the recent past. I see. By all means, make a intellect roll, please. Oh, there.
What the hell? I'll just do a straight roll. There we go.
All right.
I think that worked.
Success. Oh wow, I've got it set
Haven't-
15 at the
have-
moment. Sorry, let me might just lower that slightly. That seems unnecessarily complicated. You do not
Have
smell any sign of Varga in the recent past at this location.
Sweet. Excuse me, lads. I just need a moment. This is mine.
The gate.
Not
So
the
good.
response I was expecting.
Who am I to fucking challenge? You.
Oh god,
So-
it's like a scene in Final Space.
In the group, I've got some problems with this behavior.
So 300,000 years.
I feel like this is the first time this has happened in the past few months. He has so little now.
So 300,000 years of evolution and ancient meddling has not removed all characteristics and behaviors. All right.
Well, oddly enough, Varga never invented the spray can. He never needed to.
All right. We can tag that joint just by ourselves. All right. So you're at the gate. You're weeing on it, as it turns out, and the rest of you are what? Staying away from the gate. That probably is the first step.
Certainly
Watching in horror.
Standing up fucking wind. Is what
When did we have asparagus?
All right. So after the gate is appropriately marked with the should another Varga come nearby, you will be able. They'll know you were here. Moment. What do you want to do? Like, there's a gate. There's a little intercom. You can press a button. In answer to the sort of, I think the question that was asked. Like, I mean, like you can't. Yeah. So yes, you can come and visit people. Like, it's not like it's secure in that sense of the word.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's like a walled community, like a gated community.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. Just like that.
All right. Well, we punch in the person's.
Well, gated community with each gated community being one person's house. But yes, so you press the intercom and this somewhat elderly voice. By the way, the one thing you know is Zinka's very old, like for a human, over 100 years old. Possibly taking, has obviously done all right out of what they do and maybe even taking some anti-aging drugs.
Anti-agapic.
Yeah. Which is
so what's our story
serious
here? Are we coming with, hey, we've got a lead about ancient stuff? Because surely we're not just coming with, hey, we found your chip in some dead guy.
I mean, it wasn't in him. Okay, we did. It was not a suppository.
It's true. It was in a couch, actually.
Yeah.
His body was nowhere nearby at the time.
All right. So story. Okay. So let's step back. What are we wanting from, or hoping to get from this? Because Glenn is dead. We're trying to. What is our goals?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was going.
So the thing you learnt in the files was he was working with Glenn, and she claimed to have discovered a way of detecting ancient sites, which would be a big deal, not a little deal. That would be a big deal. And
we
Glenn
partners
was very invested in it.
Are we partners of Uncle Glenn hoping to carry on his work? Maybe that's not a terrible cover.
I don't think that's a.
That seems reasonable. But whoever took him out is probably looking for anyone else, right? Related.
Yeah, so we could approach it from we're trying to protect you. Come with us if you want to live.
Get in the chopper.
Go to the chopper.
You could do that.
But also, we could just be, the murderers trying to find more people to murder. Like, why would they let us in?
We could just be interested in the research, and you don't want to pay for a paywalled paper.
So we're just fanboys.
You could just like email the researchers and
we're here for peer review. Just say we're here for doing a free peer review.
I reckon fanboys is not a bad
review. So she might be suspicious with a free peer review, but yeah.
We've read all her research. We just want to meet our hero.
Yeah, review this. Okay. So we still haven't made a decision. Are we just going to go with? Look, my gut tells me we go with the Vlen angle. If they were working together, then that would be
we'll
a
get a
secret
reaction.
thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so us knowing that and bringing the information that Vlen has been, what's the technological version of exsanguinated? Instead of all the blood being removed, all the tech has been sucked out of
All
his
the tech has
ass.
been removed.
Tech sanguinated.
Tech sanguinated.
Oh my god, that's brilliant.
No, wouldn't it be extechnated? Because
It would, but
Exsanguinated.
it's not as good a pun.
Exsanguinated
Dad,
is the word.
Do you want accuracy or do you want a pun?
I want,
I'm
yeah,
going with-
DM. I disapprove of this. I am leaning towards the.
We do not
the pun
approve this.
over the.
What is it? We do not approve this interference or interjection.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you. Tech sanguinated is the official term.
I've been reading a lot of Latin-esque words recently, so I'm very.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, because I'm looking at
So-
Lex Arcana. So, anyway.
Stop ruining my emotion
Right,
in that words.
At the gates, we
Yes,
are
at the
fanboys
gates.
trying to
Okay.
talk our way in, and then when we get in, we say, "Hey, we didn't want to advertise it on the street, but we've been working with
Right.
Glenn, and we'd love to carry on the work."
Okay,
That sounds
so
like
you
a
press
plan.
the button, and an elderly voice answers the call. It's obviously Benjinka or maybe a servant, but it's some elderly human by the sounds of it. And she's like, "Hello, what can I do for you?"
Alrighty, so I am going to. I'm just trying to work out. I've got spin identity, right? Which basically allows me to convince somebody that I'm somebody I'm not.
Correct.
Some other. No, this is not the citation you're looking for.
Yeah. So my question is like, do we need to do this or?
I think it might not hurt for you to bullshit your way
Yeah.
into this situation,
Okay.
as you did in the hospital. You could pretend to be the same character. If there's any monitoring, they'll know. They'll believe you more. You have evidence now. You have the trail.
Oh, you think I should actually be the same character?
I just want. I mean, how many fucking orcas are floating around this planet? How many famous orcas are floating around this planet? At least one.
All right, so are we going with the famous forensic pathologist?
I just can't see the value in going for the forensic guy.
No, you're right. Forensic is weird.
Well, you want to know about how the ancient technology can be applied to cutting edge medical, research and science.
I mean, if they got it out of him, yeah.
All right, we'll go with spin identity and I will. Okay, so here's the plan. We're going to go spin identity. I'm going to say, look, I am. I don't know. Fuck.
Pretend to be a famous missing. I'm genuinely impressed that you've made this phone call this complicated. I just need to say that.
Quite. Okay, I'm going to spin identity, and I'm going to use an amalgamation of the lady that we were found on the first planet.
Oh yeah.
Right.
The Aslan. Are you talking about the Aslan, or are you talking?
The Aslan,
yeah. Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to use information from that. I'm going to use information from some of the different people on that conference.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Yep. The Ancient Hunters Conference. Yep. On the Glistening Pearl.
Yeah, the glistening pearl, where it is, and I am going to say that I am basically I work with Vlen, right? And I was supposed to meet him on this planet, and I've since found that he is dead. He was working with you and let me know, and I am now contacting you.
Okay,
guys, are you cool with that?
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
All right. So with all of that in mind, you click the button. The
Right,
voice
you've set
comes
the difficulty?
across. Yep, I reckon I have. Yep, it's 4. It's just standard. No, nothing particularly
Why
hard
is
or
the
simple.
roll-
Just pretty standard.
Oh, that's right. The rolls comes up. Okay, so blah blah blah, and I'm going to put in 2 levels of effort because guess who doesn't like this fucking rolling bullshit?
And you've got persuasion, so you're
yeah.
trained in it. Don't forget.
Yep. So how does that work? Do I roll persuasion?
Yeah,
Okay.
and that'll apply an instant level of ease. It'll ease the difficulty by 1 straight away.
Oh yeah. Okay. Sweet. So
You're
then I
trained.
can just go ease the task by another level, so it doesn't cost me as much, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Hey.
Nice.
All right. You easily, and I do mean easily. So you have this quick conversation. The moment you drop that you've been working with Glenn, she's like, "Oh, excellent! You know, I've made further progress in my research.
dear.
You must come in." And she presses the little. Well, you assume she presses a button. Oh, and just don't mind the security drones. But they're fine. I've cleared you, and you see the security drones are hovering around. These things are not lightly armed. She's got like. They're not like, you know, your little stunner security drones with the little stunners built into the arms that, you know, knock people out if they make too much noise. No. These things are carrying laser carbines built into their arms and various other bits of nasty equipment. She's reasonably well protected. And you see a couple of them floating around.
Ancient-looking equipment? Is this a disintegrated situation?
It looks very imperial to you guys.
Okay, cool.
So you wander up the path, as it were, to the house, and as I said, an elderly woman meets you at the door. She's reasonably thin, quite lightly boned, and
Scanner.
she. Oh, yep. If who wants to scanner? If you want to scanner, go for it.
The person with the scanner, I imagine.
Yeah.
So you're whipping out your scanner.
Well, I make it look like I'm making a phone call.
Yeah. So she's really experienced at using certain types of technology. So let's pretend she can tell the difference between a comm unit, which is built into your ear, and a device you use to scan people.
I'm willing to suspend my imagination enough to allow that to happen. Yes.
Subtle.
Yeah. All right. So the moment you start scanning her, she's like,
"What are you doing?"
Looking at all of you a little bit weirded out. Please make a intellect roll.
All right, I am going to do that. Let me just get myself up. I'm putting a point of effort towards this as well because why not?
I have no reason why you shouldn't.
Effort to ease task 1 level. Go away that ping. And I'm not practiced, so roll. Hooray!
Well,
I literally said the words, "I'm just making a phone call." Wink.
Wink. And she looks at you, and your scanner comes back going, the house has got like electromagnetic shielding and a whole bunch of other things, and the scanner's not working. Okay, so you were to scanner. It delivers no information to you. Make of that what you will. She's the thing I hadn't described is she actually has pointy ears. So she's this thin. She would have been taller, but she's now 100 years old. And she's got slightly pointed ears, and she's quite thin and lightly boned.
Is that a race that we
Some
are
alien
aware of?
I was going to say, I feel like I should know what that means.
You would all. It's what's the name of the group? What's the name of the people?
Is it a common human
Sorry?
subtype? Is it a common human subtype?
It's the guys with TL16 tech. Darians.
Yeah.
Darians.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
Darians.
thinking of. That's what I'm thinking of. So yes, you all recognize her. She's a member of the Darien human subrace, who are interesting because they used to run a small empire. They still do, actually. They run a small empire between the Imperium and the Sword Worlds Confederacy. They used to be higher tech level than the Imperium before the Imperium actually rocked up. They basically almost put out their own sun, which was bad. Turns out, bad. Turning off your own sun, in case anyone's wondering, bad.
Strange. Well, that ruins my weekend.
So they didn't put it out completely, so that's good. So, but they collapsed, and they pretty much fetishize scientific exploration and study. There's this whole thing in Darien culture about seeking to be the best at something is the whole point of existence. So they have this whole thing about becoming an expert in the thing you say you do. Whether that's science or art or whatever it might be, Darians are famous for this sort of almost OCD level focus on one particular thing. Anyway, so she's Darien. Okay, so she opens the door. She's looking at you. You pull out the scanner. You scan her. She looks slightly offended, but not mortally offended. She just looks...
You're just trying to be really good at scanning.
Would you like to...
Can I add? This is a character thing, like an ability I'm using, not an item I'm using. Yeah.
Well, no, but hold on. Let's be really clear. Most of your abilities have a device attached to them.
Yes.
Sure.
It's not innate. You don't have psionic abilities. You have a whole bunch of kit that you've fudged together to do interesting things.
Yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
Including this one.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So now that we're past that conversation, so so she lets you in. She invites you in. She's like, "Please come in," and sort of ushers you in.
All right, in we go.
There's quite a few of you, she says, realizing there's like 5 of you. One of you is 2 meters long and hovers.
Aye.
Takes up a lot of space. A 2 meter long body that hovers. Okay.
So I say, well, we've come together from, we've been helping Glenn on a whole range of things, and we'd come here to meet with him and discuss where things were up to. But of course, that things have changed now.
Right. Oh well, please, and she sort of ushers you in. She takes you through to the library, which I could actually activate. Yes. So, you can all see the library and making it flash on the screen. Excellent. All right, so there's a library. Okay, I can make it a bit easier to see by doing that. There we go. All right, so you can see the library. You'll also note that she has a lake at the back of her house, which you didn't see at first. She's got a boat attached to it. She's got the whole thing going on there. Anyway, she takes you into the library and goes, how can I help you? You said you knew Glenn.
New is a very interesting use.
So we through our work with Glenn, we managed to gain access to insert planet name that just blew up. I'm assuming that came from you.
Well,
so 2 points here. One, I'm basically highlighting that we entered a ancient's facility, and if her system works, she should have known about it.
So you tell her you entered an ancient's facility.
Yes.
We found Twilight's Peak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just going in hard then. All right.
The security drones
Stop
all
giving a
come
shit.
in.
Kush
It's
doesn't
just
have
like, wow,
filters.
name dropping.
As a small and very small aside, one of the problems with the campaign is they release the middle book before they release the first book. So the middle book isn't written on the assumption that you did the first chunk of the campaign.
What?
It's best
That's
not
so
to dwell.
weird.
Well, Secret of the Ancients has been around for decades. They redrafted it. Gareth Hanrahan redrafted it, which is why it's so good. And then they paid someone else to do the first one and the third one, which is Mysteries and Wrath. And so the second one kind of is intended to be played by itself. Anyway, so we will assume, though, that her response to your just casual admission of having been to one of the, one of the known but no one really believes exists ancient sites, because of course, the mad babblings of a crazy person written down in book form is not what science is made of. What do you mean you've been to Twilight's Peak would almost be the first question she would ask. It's like, well, where did you go and what did you see? And she wants the whole debrief from you.
We give her that. We don't mention the fact that we're carrying the tech that we nicked, expropriated. But we just talk about the experience, and we also exclude or do we include or exclude the drawing?
We
have to exclude a lot if we, I think we exclude them, but it becomes a pretty high-level story.
Oh, we can pretty much do everything we talked about.
Yeah.
We entered, we came, we got attacked by robots, we teleported to a thing where we got attacked by chickens, we came back, we got attacked by a dude in a force shield, and we kicked his ass. Sorry.
Right. A dude
in fact, well, even then, so I showed, because we wove the material, so I'm wearing.
Yes.
I didn't want to tell her that we had the material.
Well, she's on the subject of people pulling out scanners.
Yeah.
She pulls out a scanner.
She pulls out a scanner. She actually she presses a button and a little robot assistant comes in, and it's like, it looks a little bit like the Imperial torture droid, but it's not a torture droid. It has all these little widgets and things attached to it, which it uses to obviously scan. The moment you self-testify that you're currently wearing, cloth from the ancient site, she's like, I'm writing that shit down. So she's got scanners. So she's madly scanning you, going, oh my God, I can't believe you've been to an actual, how did you, we found very limited information at ancient sites. Like, you found cloth, like 300,000-year-old cloth. How was that possible?
Well, it wasn't just laying around. I mean, we got attacked by some dudes as we
Hold on, you got attacked by some dudes. Attacked by what dudes?
Just some dudes. We didn't know. We didn't know anything about them, right? We were in this ancient facility, and we got jumped.
My battle
by like other people who. So by other dudes, you mean other people who obviously come to the base to steal stuff, and you got attacked by them.
They must have been.
Steal's a harsh word.
Who else would they have been?
Can I just potentially, like, my battle suit, right?
Yeah.
It has a HUD, right?
It does. It specifically has a HUD. I think you even have that ability now.
That's right. So I've got a recording of this combat.
You play her a recording of the combat.
Yeah.
You were worried about me exposing the fabric.
No. I never looked at the drawings, man.
Here is the idol.
Dude, you lifted the skirt just because I'm dropping the panties. You started this.
All right. So you are playing her a video. Does the video include the dude who was on the floating disc?
The dude I put big bullets into? Yes.
Yeah, that dude. Yeah.
I mean, it includes
Okay.
all the drawing that we carefully didn't mention.
Yeah.
No.
So
No,
there's
it doesn't include the drawings. It like I just show her the section of the dude floating in the platform, and when I put a very large bullet hole into him.
okay. So she's like, hold on. Where did that guy like? Because he doesn't look like any other human subtype she's aware of. And he's obviously mastered this technology. He's not just, a casual user.
Yeah.
He's like got complete control of it. All right,
Yeah,
so you're doing that. So you guys are sharing an awful lot of information with her. This is awesome. I love it. She's going to walk away with way more knowledge about the ancients than she had when this conversation started.
But we're not necessarily a credible source, are we?
You've got no, all of it could be hacked, but you've actually got material stuff from the site, and she's scanned it. She's got a passing familiarity with ancients technology. Yeah. So this is fantastic. She goes, thank you. This is so much evidence. She actually says, I literally just recently raised a funding request so I could fund my research that I was doing at Vlen, and it was knocked back by the university because they said I didn't have enough evidence. Like with this type of information, I can surely build an evidence case for my new funding proposal.
Yeah, where just calm your saggy elf ears. This is ours. This is not yours.
Well, but I thought you were working with Vlen on something like we were all part of.
I'm working with. Yeah, no. We were working with Vlen. We're not working with you.
Right.
So just calm down. So what have you got in exchange? Like, you have a lot to gain. What is the value to us to give you this?
Well, I've sent one of my PhDs to Beck's World, and she's currently refining my ancient site detection equipment, because there's an ancient site there, so she's currently refining it. And once it's refined, we'll be able to repeat it and detect any ancient's facility. Right. You could be part of that, she says.
Do I get a byline?
I'll put you in as a research assistant, she says. In the paper there'll be me, obviously, she says. There'll be Junie, obviously, and then you guys could all be like, RA credit, exactly. That long list of names that gets dumped in underneath the actual authors. Like that's how happy she is to throw you in.
So this will do wonders for my Church of the Chosen One credit.
Yeah.
So if we were to sit back and do an analysis of this, she is truly a research. She's coming across as 100% a research scientist.
Absolutely.
She doesn't know he's dead, right?
What's that?
She doesn't know he's dead.
Well, you haven't told her, and she's...
No, we're just I'm like side-eyeing Orcus. It's all right.
I slipped up when I said something, but to be clear, she did not speak in that form. She is talking about him in the present tense.
Yeah, you knew him. Yeah, we knew him. Okay.
So for her, it's him. Yeah.
Yeah. Awkward.
Should we disabuse her of that?
Yeah.
Well,
Flynn's dead, baby. Flynn's dead.
Like I'm confused about what value we're going to get from this, other than being exposed. Like fundamentally.
I'm pointing at all the awesome defense droids that might. I mean, I know Flynn was.
But they're just taking that tech that we had, dude.
That's true.
That's not
the tech that he had, wherever it's gone.
I mean, ultimately, what we're trying to get is clear our name, right?
Yeah.
Well, that was what I was
Big
asking
Now,
before.
enough
I
is
will make
what's
the
our
point
purpose?
to the actually bringing to the Imperium a certified way of detecting an ancient site that actually worked. That would be a pretty big thing.
Yeah, and I suppose that's what I was asking before. What is our purpose? Is our purpose to get our jobs back? Right. If that's the thing, then that sort of takes us down one path and not the other.
Well, that was my suggestion to you at the start of the game,
that's cool.
as in start of the campaign.
Right. My brain is my brain, unfortunately.
No, understand. But the question is that, well, if your characters have no obligation to stay that path, right?
Yeah.
Are we thinking Orcus more like taking over Uncle Glenn's empire?
Yeah.
I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, I mean, if we're going to be accused of crimes, we might as well have some accused.
Might as well actually commit some
crimes.
crimes.
Right? It's like if you don't sin, then Jesus died for nothing. That same kind of logic.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I like that. I'm actually doing this for Jesus. I'm down with that.
Space Jesus.
Yeah. I think what like I'm okay with this as a part. Like I honestly don't mind. But that then makes me more willing to help this woman to get the thing.
Yeah.
All right. So, well, I think I'm more than happy for you to use our stuff. However, I do have some preconditions because we will need to present your findings with your credit, of course, to the Imperium.
Okay, I'm muting you.
Tom, are you
whoever that
taking a
is.
piss? Because you turn your
No, I'm pouring glass water thing.
mute your shit.
Yeah, I can't. It's away, not near.
Oh, there it is. I believe that was me muting Tom. But it
Yeah,
worked.
the problem is he won't actually know that we've muted him, and he'll just.
No, he'll hear us. He can hear us. He just can't say anything.
Yeah. Cool.
And I can now, when he reappears, I'll unmute him now. Just.
Oh, you have to pound it up.
No, he's still doing stuff. No, there it is. All right. All right.
He's making it quite clear that laptop is his.
Yeah.
Are you done?
Yeah, I unmuted you.
No, all good. I could hear it all. I just thought I didn't think microphones would hear
that was my point to everyone else.
Me pissing in the kitchen sink. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Too much detail. So you're having this conversation. You're launching into this whole. We could work together, but we would need to take it to the Imperium. She's probably thinking, you understand, I currently live on an estate provided by the Duke of Regina. Like, I don't need you to facilitate a relationship with the Imperium because I'm pretty sweet with the Imperium. Thanks for asking. When Orcus drops to the ground.
Oh, no. Magic nullification hovering field.
Orcus drops to the ground. You literally drop like a stone.
Yep. Your graph field dropped.
That's fine. My question is, I quickly do a self check on the armored suit. Is it just the anti-grav, or is it something else?
All of your electronic systems have been disabled. Everyone's electronic systems have been disabled. The only difference is Orcus has got a pretty clear indicator that that's happened immediately.
I'm immediately scanning, looking out the windows, looking for cameras, anything that, I would have been looking for the kind of security setup as we came in.
Yeah. Well, she's got she's got cameras on the walls. She's got the little personal robot droney thing. She's got the security robots, which you've seen sort of float past the windows of the house every now and then. So she does seem pretty well protected. And then, the little robot drops to the ground. Orcus drops to the ground. all of your electronic equipment ceases to function.
So
So I've been listening to some quiet music. Suddenly it goes quiet. Like, even
Suddenly
quiet.
it goes dead quiet. Yeah.
Far out. All right, so we are under attack.
Hey, Kush.
Yep.
Can you make an intellect roll for me, please?
Just a straight intellect?
Oh, actually, Kush, can I offer you a GM intrusion?
Oh,
By all means.
I can
do it. I'll run over to Orcus to make sure he's like alive.
I can't even communicate now.
That's what I mean.
There you go, Kush. I have proposed the intrusion so that you might accept it.
We've got a Morse code blinking system.
Blink twice if you're uncomfortable.
Kush, for this fight, you will be hindered as a result of the fact that you remember being chased in the dark by Glenn Beckett when he shut down all the electronics around you with his device, and this snaps you back to that moment. You're hindered for like all of your combat related actions unless it's I'm running away.
Okay.
Because I remember you being quite terrified of Glenn Beckett and his, shadowy dark tech.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh, well,
at that moment...
Yell at me when the combat's over, guys, because I'm doing fucking nothing.
I'm sitting next to you. I'm using Orcus as cover.
Yep, good idea. That's about as... My armor will do you well.
He's never been this useful to me before. It's great.
All right. So, that happens. The drones hit the ground. The next thing that happens is there's a sound, and the professor looks in stunned amazement for a moment and drops to the ground.
Drops. Yep. Darts. The dart.
No, you think it might have been something moving at hypersonic speeds, actually.
Oh, that's lethal.
Yeah. A Gauss
You're saying
rifle,
it's
just as
even
an
if
example
it
of what
was
it
a
could
dart.
be.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Anything moving at that speed is going to kill you on impact. Okay, that's bad. Everyone down. I dropped down.
Yeah, dive for cover immediately.
All right, so as noted, you guys are in here, and the shot has come through
window
there. Yeah, there on that side.
Is my suits like hardened electronics, and I try and reboot them?
You can try and reboot them. I haven't said you can't. It's just they all shut down as soon as this whatever it was happened.
Yeah. So this is okay. My armor is high level Imperial tech.
It is.
It will reboot from this. Obviously, it was caught unawares. Fucking Jesus. Anyway, so I got to reboot my armor.
I check my pistol. Like it's all powered, right?
Yeah.
No.
I'm assuming I'm relying on my. What have I got? A garrote. Have to get
sorry, Thomas. When I said it's all powered, I mean this is a powered weapon that requires power to operate, and it's currently.
Sorry.
Working.
If it's a laser, yes. If it's a Gauss rifle, yes. What is it?
Well, let me check. I think it's a small. It's a blaster, but I mean that's going to be electrically
is it a blaster
powered.
or a snub pistol? It's a blaster.
Blaster, medium.
Yeah, you've got a laser.
Energetic
basically.
plasma. Yeah, particle beam. Yeah. So that's off.
Yeah. Yep, that is off.
Cool. Sweet. Love it. Love that for me.
All right.
Okay, I'm crawling. Can we take actions? Do we do initiative? What's the go?
You can do initiative. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen because you guys can see everything that I do. So I'm gonna make that so that's less informative than it otherwise could be. All right. So
maybe it's something we know what we're looking at.
Yeah. Well, if I put up there the dudes,
that'll do it.
That'll do it.
That's fair.
Okay, so my AR contacts are offline, my communicator is offline, my Everlight is off, I guess.
Yep. Anything that requires power
Power.
of any form is not working.
Cool. And it's just a speed roll for initiative, isn't it?
It is against their difficulty number, which I have now set at the global level. So
4, I go last.
13.
18.
Clank and Orcus.
Right.
Speed rolls,
So,
please.
isn't that? Oh, I thought I did it. Press the button. Sorry. I just pressed the roll. Yeah. Initiative can only be rolled after the GM created an encounter. That's the error I'm getting.
What? Okay.
I'm trying to use initiative, which is a skill.
There you go. I have created an encounter. Cool.
I have no token on the active scene.
Okay. Let's go back to.
This is appropriate for the lump of metal lying on the floor.
Yeah, that's right. It's just like it's nope.
Just roll it as just roll it as a skill.
I am rolling it as a skill, mate.
Oh, okay.
I'm pressing the initiative skill.
Right. Roll
You just do a speed roll. And
Oh, look. Oh, nice.
Anyway, I don't know what works for me and not for you. I cannot explain that. But good news is you were successful because you're trained in initiative, so you're actually better at initiative than other people. All right, so it goes Antos and then Orcus. So Antos, what do you want to do? Dan, I've added you twice now. I've added you twice.
I don't know
It
how much
feels
things I
OTT.
can do. So I'm
happy to go several times.
I mean, feel free to go and see if the old lady is dead.
Is that working?
yeah,
that's what I want to do.
Running out of the library to try and get a lay of the land situation. And although I assume my stealth suit is mostly non-functional, I'm trying to do so stealthily.
You can definitely do a stealth roll. Please make a stealth roll for me to start moving around the house quietly and silently.
Stealth.
Do it.
Ooh. Success.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So you are sneaking around. That'll stand you in good stead at some point. So you filter. So were you checking on the person? No, you were going out of the room.
No, I'm assuming the lady's dead. I'm heading more of a how do I ping? But yeah, where your cursors.
Just hold you just actually literally hold the mouse.
Oh, like that. So yeah, I was heading out there, and because the shot came from over here, so
yeah,
there's actually a door out there. But yeah, okay. So I'm kind of heading this way.
A window of some description.
To try and
if you do.
To try and look.
Okay, cool. All right, so you're sneaking around. Can I assume Orcus is trying to restart.
So.
All right. Someone has a lot of volume going
background noise. Like,
is it crackling? Because that's my wife in the kitchen. Why is that even audible from where I am?
I just glad it's not
I'll just.
Which microphone do you have active?
Yeah, let's have a look. It should be my headphones. It won't tell me. Don't worry. I'll just mute while noise is around. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
All right. So.
Yeah. I have to reboot the system.
Yep. Now, small side note. you can do that or start doing that. You don't have any specifically great skills for it, so it's literally just I want to turn my suit back on, please. Which I'm going to rule isn't
like my ability of you use power armor encounters with combat resets and shit.
Yes,
like, that's an ability.
And if they weren't using an artifact, this wouldn't be happening.
Oh, well,
so
I don't think I can do it then.
You can make an intellect roll. You will need to beat a difficulty of 8.
Yeah, this is going to go down well. All right. Set the difficulty.
I believe I have. You could also get help from other people who are more technically minded than you, or even get them to reboot your armor.
Do you mean the person who just...
Well, there is another person who's next to you who hasn't moved yet, who has a fairly significant degree.
Can they
of
act
skill.
in my turn, or I have to?
No, you'll have to wait for them to do something.
You could like
have you tried turning it off and then on again?
What's that?
I'm gonna reach it. I'm gonna grab a paperclip, reach into your ear, and try to hit the reset button.
And twist it around until I get a response.
All right. Yeah.
And I feel oddly good.
All right.
So my question is, do I like? Are you saying is just so I understand the thing, right? My turn is like asking for help means I use somebody else's turn, right?
I mean, I'm happy to donate my turn to you because I don't think.
No. I appreciate that, but there's no point. I may as well try
so
anyway.
You could use your, perhaps better understood this way. You could use your turn to assist him to activate your armor.
Right, that's what I was asking. Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. How far am I from the old lady?
She was standing in front of the window. Over sort of here. I'm assuming you guys were sort of probably only a couple of meters away from her.
Is she alive?
She doesn't look good. Not a lot of movement there. 100 years old, shot through the center mass with a hyperballistic weapon.
Yeah. All right. I use my turn to assist whomever is the fine gentleman going to assist me. Dan, I think it is to try and get this fucking back on.
Job, yeah.
Yeah. Help! God, no, squeak! Fucking irk. That's the safety irk.
That's the safety irk. I only know 5 words in Dolphin, but one of them is help, my armor doesn't work.
Help, I've fallen down and I can't get up.
In Dolphin. All right, so then it's their go. Okay, so hey, Stealthy Antos, you're moving around. Let's say you've kind of gotten to about here in your general trip to the back doors. Can I get a intellect roll perception, please?
Yes, and I also
hold on. I need to change the difficulty because they're good, but they're not that good. All right, there we go. I've now changed the difficulty down.
Oh, can I ask one more question?
Sure.
I'm assuming that my gun being not of mortal tech is unaffected by the bullshit, or is it affected by the bullshit?
No, it's definitely affected.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
So perception, and because I am curious, I get free effort.
Nice.
So
then treat that as an asset and call it George.
I think I have to spend 1 effort and I get another one free.
Oh, yep, that one. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so you're, as it turns out, really good at sneaking around and hearing other people not being quite as good as you at sneaking around. And to your point, you have a monofilament garrote. So you hear someone carefully and very quietly opening the door into that room from the outside. So you're about, let's say, you're in here somewhere. Oh, no, sorry, you're probably heading in this direction. Sorry, I can see where the doors are now. My apologies. So you're heading this way, and you can hear someone has entered what you think is the garage, maybe? And, yeah, you can hear that someone's entered it.
And I can kind of hear that they're being at least
Quiet.
trying to be quiet.
Not as quiet as you. Turns out you're
so
scary quiet.
Am definitely hiding. I don't know what, like a fridge or something here.
Yep.
So I am. Is it literally a fridge? Can I perch on top of the fridge?
I've actually got I actually know what D is. If I just take 1 second to look it up. D is. Oh, it's a utility room. So no, that's a big like cupboard or something.
Right. So can I perch on top of the cupboard?
You sure
looking
can.
for a Spider-Man maneuver when this creature comes through the door.
Uh-huh.
And my intention is to ask no questions, but just remove their head from their shoulders.
Help them develop a deeper appreciation for the spiritual.
Yep.
Okay.
Make them a short king.
All right. So that's what you're going to do. There's what would they do? All right, so all right, and the second person, you don't know where they are, but they are definitely moving. Well, they're doing something. Okay, so I think it's then. Who was next? Who was next? What did Clank get? Clank got 12, so that kind of sounds like Clank goes next. Oh no, Kush got a 13. Kush, what do you want to do?
I'm bravely advancing on my belly in the opposite direction to where the fire is coming from.
So Kush being Kush once again. All right, so are you heading for this door?
Room B. Yeah, I'll head for that door.
Okay, cool. All right, make a stealth roll for me, please.
Can I treat it as escape danger?
You absolutely can treat it as escape danger. I cannot deny that this is escaping danger. Hold on, I've just realized that Alex is still up. Give me 1 second. I'll use my
You did not escape danger.
I did not escape danger.
I'm in danger.
Okay, outside voice deployed and now finished. All right, so
Tom.
Oh, yes, we have.
Yeah, he killed his audio,
and
he killed his whole thing.
Returned. Yeah, well, it disconnects you. He hasn't messaged me, so I assume he's got it vaguely under control. Anyway.
Yeah, doubt it.
So, can I get the Clank? The
somebody messaged.
Oh, he's just said he's killed his audio dead.
That a dial in on the phone situation.
Yeah, I'm literally just saying can join on your phone. Yeah. All right, so Kush, that's a shit roll.
Okay, the screaming might not have been warranted, but
that's an epically bad roll. Wow. All right, so on that note, thanks to Kush's, volunteering, Kush, would you like to make a speed defense roll for me, please, as someone tries to shoot you with a hypersonic weapon? Damn. Okay. That's a shame. Well, for me.
Very loud,
very
high pitched.
I was going to say gentle.
Kush, you don't think that you're doing a good job of concealing your movement? Maybe it's a desperate effort to. Oh, he's on his way back. We can see him, and he's back. Everyone.
You can probably hear me. But
Yes,
I
we
can't.
can.
And I don't know why. So still trying to
Okay.
figure that out.
Okay, we should say
Fucking
we can.
computer's piece of shit.
We can hear you. Okay. I think
Yeah, the system says my mic works. But no audio is coming out of my headphones, which is worse. Not hearing me, the game can go on. Me not hearing you is a pain. I'll swap headphones again to set.
it's true. He's right. Okay, so Kush gets shot at. Kush doesn't get hit. Clanky McClanky. Do you want to make a? I'd like to reboot the power armor now, please. Roll.
I would like
Please.
to roll that. I am going for using, repairing, or crafting machines. Training
That does
roll on
sound. That I think that 100% is relevant. You are trying to
and-
defeat you're trying to shield the suit from this field that's being generated by something. You've had some passing familiarity with ancient tech, but this shit, this is the real deal.
What if you use some of the absorbing crystals in a jury reg mechanism to try and, because they're slow absorb. So if you put it away from my suit, it might impact my suit, but it also might absorb the effects of the whatever is going on. How's that for my assist?
So I've got this over here, literally an ability called Tinker, which lets me make a device do something different from its original purpose.
All right, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
So I'll allow
the effective level. So the effective
Keep on
level of the
going,
modified device is 1 lower than normal, and the device is rendered unusable for its original purpose until repaired. So using that Tinker ability, using my servo robot, which can help me with repairing bullshit, do I still need to roll as well?
No robot. Mr. Robot is having a bit of a nap.
Oh, that's right. All right. So 1 asset from the Tinker thing,
From
or am I
me?
not rolling?
Yep,
Do I
one
need to
asset
roll?
from the Tinker thing. You can.
So I
You
gave
can
up my
help.
turn to assist.
Yeah.
So that's effectively 2 assets. And then
Yes.
I'm trained, and then 1 effort to ease the task. So I just need to beat a 3 on the roll.
Good luck. Ooh.
Fuck, I was scared for a
Getting
second there. Just needed to get above
hold
a
on.
3.
That's only calculating against a difficulty of 5.
Yeah, what was the difficulty?
No, I
is pretty
changed it
good.
back up.
Ugh.
Reroll.
2 or 6?
Try 8.
Oh, jeez. What? Difficulty 8?
That would require a 24 to beat.
It's hard.
Unless you put a whole bunch of things into it, yeah. It's meant to turn everything off at tech level 15 so it doesn't work anymore.
All right.
It's an artifact.
Well,
Alright, I guess
well,
I'll
put it this
next
way,
one.
right? We failed. That's life.
Right.
Just
I
roll
hide
me
behind you.
in front of the. Yeah, roll me in front of the lady's body or something.
Yeah, I will. After failing, I will valiantly put you, like, you know how, like,
Put you
settlers do?
between them and your body. I think that's very
Yes.
wise. Okay. All right. So that is everyone but Razko. Razko, what do you want to do?
Well, I missed the bit where suddenly there's targets. So I was going to check if the lady's dead, but she obviously is. I was going to check if Orcus was okay, but he's rebooting valiantly.
Well, you
no
see Clank desperately trying to do stuff and then raise his arms in exasperation and roll Orcus forward like a log so that he can then take, defensive position behind the armor.
I will join him in that process. I don't have.
You shouldn't be hiding behind me because they're going to walk in and shoot in a single direction because obviously they have gun weapons. You guys need to be mobile because it's hand-to-hand combat time.
I need to find a weapon. Is there anything around here, like an ornamental sword or something I can snatch off the wall? Medium weapons. I think
Good.
medium weapons.
We
You
left a
can-
backlist here.
You can grab a club.
Gotta do.
I'll grab a club. Better than
Awesome.
nothing.
All right.
And I'm going to
All right.
hide somewhere near an entrance.
So
Just
you've grabbed
find out
a
what's
club
happening.
and you're hiding where? You can ping. You can, on the
Oh, yeah,
map,
I
you
can. Oh,
can
I'll
say
just
where
jump in
you're
between.
going.
We were in here.
Yeah.
So, and the shots came through here.
Yeah.
Why can't I ping again? Okay, cool.
Here you go. You just got to hold the mouse down long enough and it.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I get, God, in the front entrance, is there any? There's no windows here or anything. I'm
No,
going
well-
to, if I go here, there are any view out?
Not that you can see. It looks like a pretty solid wall.
That's not useful to me. I need to be able to see outside to get an idea of what's what.
So, actually, you know what? I'm going to rule. Yeah, I'm going to rule. Yep. So let's just say there's
Okay.
a window there.
I'll
that's
squat
good
here
view.
and I'll try to
Yep.
keep some kind of vision out over
Yep.
the lake or whatever it is.
All right. So you grab the club. Luckily, the person who was shooting has already fired because,
Yes.
Kush valiantly
Indeed.
exposed themselves to draw fire. Thanks, Kush, for drawing fire like that. It's super good. For those of you who have anyone want to make an intellect roll and you can decide whether it's worth spending points on, this is to identify the weapon they're using. Like what type of weapon they're using.
I can do it. I'll do it because I can.
Yeah,
do
you're not
nothing
doing
else.
anything else. He's
So you might as
contemplating.
well
What could you
use my
do?
turn.
I could do it, but I'm also
And
trained
I
enough.
was going to lower the difficulty,
It's
but
almost
2 isn't going to make any difference. So
I'm trained in
almost 20.
identifying or understanding machines. Does that come under this banner?
yeah, this one, yeah, absolutely. This is definitively.
I need you to
machine
reactivate
type stuff.
my shit, man. That's the
Yeah.
problem.
I'm rolling. I'm rolling against this one. It still says final difficulty 6.
Yeah, don't worry about that. It's not that. It's just a 4. So just make your roll, and if you make it.
Oh yes. Oh.
Yep,
yeah,
that's enough. No, for this, it was just
Yeah,
to identify the weapon.
I was hoping for
It's some sort of gyrojet weapon. So,
Gyrojet.
Nothing to us.
Yeah.
so
So
basically,
mini rockets,
it fires
basically, yeah?
miniature rockets.
Hmm.
So they're not. It's not using a Gauss weapon. It's not a laser weapon. It's achieving hypersonic velocities through propellant.
I mean, I'll do it.
So it can
Yeah,
still
it's
work
still-
even in the field.
Can I ask a question? You haven't actually
Yeah.
put a level on my ciphers.
Oh, well, you
You
should be
roll
able to
them,
just
I
roll
think.
them. Yeah. When you
Oh,
click,
that's.
you can just
I
roll
didn't
them
know if that
yourself.
was what I was supposed to do. Cool.
Yeah, you can just roll them. Yeah, feel free. Ooh.
Nice.
If
Oh,
they're
yeah.
below level 7, though, they're probably level 8. They won't work, right?
Ooh. Ooh.
Mhm.
Okay. Your repair cipher's at level 9,
Oh
Yes.
yeah, there you go.
isn't
There
it?
Yes,
you
I could have
go.
used that.
There you go.
Because let's just check what that does.
Oh, I reckon that'll do
Yeah,
it.
repairs 1 of its own level or lower that's been damaged but not destroyed.
Yes.
It takes forever though. But it could.
I mean,
be
so does
used.
rolling around the combat field. So
If you wanted to deplete it to do this, you can do that. And it at level 9 will actually activate your suit without a roll
yes.
because it's higher level than
Awesome.
the field that's
Then
affecting the suit.
I do that because
Okay,
it's fucked
so
up. I'm not a log.
okay, all right.
Hello.
So you
Better than
pop out
bad.
the bit of ancient technology that you hadn't previously turned on, and this little spider drone thing unfurls from the ball, and then rapidly, sort of runs around your suit and does things, and your suit becomes active. Okay. So on that note, Antos, you are waiting with surprise on your side. The
Yep.
door opens. It's a big human-looking dude. He's carrying some sort of weird pistol. It's got a giant barrel. He's also got what looks like some sort of bladed instrument in his other hand. So he's carrying a large pistol with a very large barrel, and he's got a bladed device in his other hand, like a knife or a dagger or something. It looks pretty standard. It doesn't look like it's anything magical. It just looks like a stabby, pointy object. He's got no awareness of you. Like, he doesn't know you're there. So you may attack with surprise, which means you get, and I'll lower the difficulty first of all. They're difficulty 5 opponents, because these guys are really good and they're armed to the teeth. But yeah, you can attack with surprise, which means you'll get 1 additional asset for your attack because you're jumping down from above with your garrotiness of nastiness.
Does the asset apply to the easing? Because you can apply effort either to the attack or to the hit, right?
Yeah, so the asset that I'm talking about will be to hit. He just has no awareness that you're there.
Okay, cool.
So when you jump on him, you're jumping on him with surprise, which makes him easier to hit.
And
you can choose to increase damage and/or with effort expenditure.
And I can only apply 2 levels of effort total, right? That's what the effort thing means.
That is correct.
Like, I couldn't do 2 to each, for example.
Correct.
Cool.
As in that your interpretation is correct.
Yep. Oh, that's not a good number.
No, a 3 is not a good number. Okay.
Put all my effort on the damage.
There you go. If you'd hit him, that would have been really good. All right, so you drop behind him and try and loop this thing over his head, going for the big, careful placement of the garrote around his throat to just basically pull it and watch the head separate from or cut between the vertebrae. He's very tall, it turns out, and you probably overcommitted on that idea. So he's now aware of you, very definitively aware of you, and spins to stab you with his bladed instrument.
Awkward.
Could you make a speed defense roll for me, please,
Speed
as
defense?
he attempts to stab you with his weapon? Which is nasty. Nasty bladed device.
All right, that's a better roll.
You dodge out of the way of his attempt to stab you. You are unaffected. All right. But you're now in hand-to-hand combat with him, and he doesn't look surprised or anything. By the way, Tom, you can hear this fight has now begun.
Yes, cool. All right.
Through a wall,
So
but you can hear it. Or 2.
that's more than what I'm seeing out here. So if it's my turn, I will rush out. Well, I'll stealth out as stealth. I'll try to get to the fight without drawing too much attention and without hitting my friends. Use this club. I mean, it's all I got. This huge human-y looking dude, right?
Yep. So you're going to do that. So you race for that. Orcus, you used your action to reactivate your armor, if that's okay.
Can I
So
move?
your armor, you can move, but you can't do anything else. Yep.
That's what. Yeah.
I
Okay,
can
so
move.
Can I ask a quick question? That second
Yeah.
gunshot came from out here, right? So the second
Correct.
shooter is still outside. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. So I basically elevate to the roof, which and then towards the door.
Okay. Which door? There's a couple.
Right.
That one? Okay. Yep. Got it. All right. Perfect. Okay. So you hover up to try and make sure that you can't be angle shot, I assume is what you were heading towards.
Mm-hmm.
And on the assumption he's at or the gunner is at an elevated position, and then you move through the door at ceiling height. Am I reading your intention correctly?
You are, because 100%.
Right. Awesome.
And they're either in the grounds or they're shooting over the walls, and I was shooting at angle. What a gone
Ignore my dice roll. Ignore my dice rolling. I'm trying to figure out how to get this thing up.
Okay. Well, it seems to be
Are you
working.
trying to get
It says Alt click, but it's ignoring my Alt. Yeah, it's
Yep.
fine.
Okay.
Great.
All
Doesn't
right.
matter.
So, can you? So you float through there. That's fine. That's that. Tom's about to
All
jump
right.
on the
I'm
guy.
gonna have to jump and hit him. Yep. I'm
Yep.
gonna modify. It's might, right? A might roll.
It is with the club. You bet your ass it
Yep.
is with the club. Yep.
Okay, cool. Effort to ease task, 1 level of effort. Let's roll. Oh my fucking god!
This guy's amazing. He's like a combat machine. He's blocking, he's dodging.
Doesn't even move, and I'm missing him. That's how good he is.
Yeah, that's how good he is. He just steps a millimeter to one side, and your
fuck.
god misses him. All right, Kush, what are you doing? You were shot at, but you have made it to the door, so you can scramble through if you want.
Yep, I will scramble through and head towards that door.
Okay, all right, fair enough. You head towards that door. You don't have to crouch anymore, so you just go there. You can, and you will
bravely and nobly,
be able to do whatever you choose to do. All right, so Clank, what are you doing? Your log got up and moved.
Yep. I'm feeling very unlogged at the moment.
Unlogged?
I am...
Roll him off the pier. He'll be waterlogged.
I am going to try and see what I can do with the gems to undo this energy thing, because frankly, all my shit is tech, so I'm almost as useless as the other guy.
log.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
okay. Make another. So make a tinker roll.
Never mind.
Never mind. Yep. No, that's not going to get you there.
I bravely go back in my box.
Okay. All right. So you're digging around. All right. So, no, he tried to stab you. He's done his action. So new round. Antos, what do you want to do? Someone's trying to stab you with their sharp, pointy object.
Yeah.
You've now got a friend though. You've got Razko in there as well, swinging.
Yeah. I'm missing
with his fire poker, effectively.
I am going to. I mean, the only thing I've got at this point is the garrote, really. So I'm going to try and garrote him again, but rather than the trying to take his head off with the element of surprise, this time it's more like, can I remove his hand that's trying to stab me?
Sure. That sounds nasty and mean. It's a bit visceral.
No, the asset was for surprise. Okay.
Well, you've got another asset. Ow! Oh, that's less good.
The hand comes
That's
off.
what I was hoping for last time.
That's a major effect. Yeah, I'm going to give you the hand.
Nice. Talk to the hand.
Like that's the major effect. Is he had two hands until about a millisecond ago. Now he has one.
And I have
do you
a
want
knife?
to take the knife hand or the gun hand? It's a major effect. It's your call. You've effectively got the equivalent of, your choice.
Remember, the gun is a missile gun.
Yeah, I was going for the
weapon.
knife because I think in close.
But the knife
quarters,
is stabbing
it's
you right
scarier.
now. So yeah, good point.
All right. So you grab you separate the bladed instrument which he was relying on, and he is now down to one hand and he's bleeding through the hand. The good thing is, it's a monofilament thing, so it takes at least a couple of seconds for him to realize the hand's even gone.
Nice.
So shock will set in, but not immediately. So he's had better days. I'm not going to lie, he's felt better. And yeah, you've now got a dagger for the next round. Get your dagger down. It's probably his go, and he probably shoots someone with the Gyrojet pistol because
It's
really,
probably my go, actually, isn't it?
it is. Yes, because we're on a new round. No, fair point. Yep, I'll pay that. Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
Up he floats.
So I come in and just fucking punch him in the head from above.
Okay. By all means, have a swing at the guy.
So, hold on. How do I do a punch? We'll just roll a strength attack.
Yeah, you're just doing a brawl attack. So.
Yep. All right, and I roll.
And you hit. All right, so he's now taken. Yeah, he took 8 from the first attack. Let's get this guy up. Where is he? Oh, that's mysteries, not secrets. Hold on. Secrets, body snatchers. It's Mort and the other guy. Gaius. That's him. Oh no, that's not Gaius. It's definitely Mort. Hey Mort, how many health have you got? 2 points of armor. Okay. So he's taken that many points. Okay. So 9. Okay, so he looks. Sorry.
Oh, you first.
Well, no. So he's injured, but not out, and he's going to try and shoot someone any second now.
Yeah. I've still got the thing of impaired from when my armor was burned away, and we've since all fixed that. How do I get rid of it?
Hold on. Let me look at your sheet.
On the combat tab.
Combat tab. Oh, we should be able to just remove that. Combat.
Other damage track.
Oh, it's just a drop down. You just change it to hail.
Yep, we'll set it to hail.
Oh, it's hail. Right, there we go. Cool. Yep, sweet.
That'll make you better at fighting. All right.
Everything was costing me more than it should because I couldn't figure it out, but because the thing was in play, then it was.
Yeah. Okay, so you punch him in the head. He now has 3 targets, and he's probably going to shoot Antos. So
he is literally holding his hand with a knife in it.
He is.
Yeah.
So 1 to 3 Antos, 4 to 5 Orcus, 6 Razko.
Because Razko was up.
Razko. It was inevitable, really. I mean, there was almost.
I'm just looking at I'm standing. I've missed with the club, but I'm like, how do you dodge it like that? Oh, I'm holding it the wrong way around, or the poke, or whatever it is. And then I turn and off I go, straight to the face.
Okay, all right. So Razko, make a speed defense roll for me, please, against the existing difficulty of 5 as he tries to shoot you with the gyrojet pistol.
This guy isn't impaired.
Okay, so speed defense. If I click, I can put some effort into that. So I'm going to put an effort in, and then okay, let's go. Oh,
You dodge gracefully out of the way.
No, I catch the fucking gyro thing and throw it back. No, I can't do it. It's going too fast.
No, well, the way gyrojet pistols work, like true story, is they have to they leave the barrel and then they kick in.
Speed up.
The booster. So
what if I grab it and turn it and let go?
So they come out and they're not going very fast, and then they initiate a booster round, which then accelerates them rapidly. So you catch the rocket as it leaves the barrel before it's initiated its booster, and then turn it and point it straight back at him when the booster fires. I feel like that's what happens. I'm willing to buy that argument. So you shoot him with his own weapon, effectively, and he collapses on the ground because the gyrojet pistol does a lot of damage. Not good to be shot with. Looks like it's nasty.
I
nasty that he falls
I don't know
over.
what happened then. Yeah, I don't know what happened, guys, but I think it's good.
The panic stepped in. Decisions were made. You might regret them, but
instinct.
They were made. All right, so he collapses to the ground, bleeding profusely from multiple wounds. Now he's missing a hand. He's got a hole in his chest. God's way of telling him to slow down.
We're going to interrogate this guy, right?
I don't think he's in his chest.
You could try and save his life if you wanted. It's not really tying him up. Tying him up is not the concern right this moment.
No, good.
All right. So he's out. I might just flick over to Dan. Dan, what do you want to do, buddy?
Feeling kind of useless at the moment. What could my
try and save the woman's life if it's still there?
I think she's gone. Like she's got the.
She does not appear to be breathing. No.
Okay.
Hey, has she got on her person the control key for all her security systems? Because that could come in handy.
Oh, that's a good point. I'm going
Very
to search her body.
Okay, make a intellect roll against a target number of 4.
All right.
Let's do 12.
I will throw a point of effort into this because I can do that for free. Because
It is perception, by the way, so if you've got perception, you can use that as well.
I mean, I've got biology. That's about the closest I got.
You know.
Yeah.
No, biology is not relevant. Okay.
Fuck off.
Wow, you are having a bad afternoon of
I can
rolling.
feel your pain.
I would like to continue slinking back into my hole.
Okay, so Dan continues to try and make things happen. All right, so Kush, you've made it to the corridor. What do you want to do?
I'll duck across to the opposite door
Okay,
and hide in the kitchen.
right. Okay. So you're hiding in the kitchen. There's no sign of anyone in the kitchen with you, but you can hear, sort of thrashing and groaning from the room next door.
That sounds aggressive.
Let's beat him up.
I'm
All right.
safe here in the kitchen, surrounded by appliances.
You are. What could possibly?
They're
all
cover.
very quiet. They're all very quiet. Okay. Can I get perception rolls from Antos, Razko, and Orcus, please?
Yep.
I don't know which one I am. No, it doesn't matter. They're both up.
Oh, yes, for Antos. Antos, it's the classic. You can hear a little voice coming out of someone's earpiece.
Wow, their earpieces work?
Yeah.
Oh.
Some high level
Son of
tech
a bitch.
earpieces.
Hey,
It's a
how you
King
going,
Cat
buddy?
stream,
Need a hand?
but yeah.
You got...
So out of in the next room, you mean? Not the dead guy in front of us?
the dead.
No, the dead guy in front of you.
Yeah, right. Okay, well, I'll take his earpiece off and have a listen. I'm not talking until I hear what's going on.
Right, and it fits your ear, unlike the dolphins. So it's weird
I am
because
a nub.
when you pull it out, it's a little vibrating gemstone looking thing. It's not anything you're familiar with as tech.
Sick.
Cool.
That's
Bone
pretty cool.
conduction gemstone.
So you slip it into your ear, and there's this kind of tinny voice coming through it. Like the sound quality is crap. And it's like, hey, oh, what was his name? I actually had his name up a second ago, and then I've forgotten. Gaius. Oh no, it's Gaius that's talking. Mort. How you traveling, dude? You got him? You got him, Mort? I can hear some. I heard some violence.
They're all down, coming back out now.
You don't sound the same.
Make a deception roll.
Man, your accent's really weird.
Could be worse. You could be the dolphin trying to pull this bit off. But
Oh my god.
although the dolphin's
trained
really good
dolphin
at
would be good at- yeah,
And this
Dolphin would
dolphin
be
is
able to
topping
fake
a pasting. Look at
Yeah.
Mental
Dolphins-
note: do not play a character that relies solely on technology to do anything.
Oh, that's not bad. That's a success.
Nice.
All right. Okay. So what did you actually say? What do you say?
I just said they're all down, coming back out now.
You should say
okay.
they're all
Awesome.
down. Come in. No, too late.
Okay. I'm sure I've seen at least one still moving around in the lounge room. I've got him covered in the window. You break in, he'll stand up, and then I'll take him down.
Sure.
All right. Roger is all I respond.
Right. Okay.
So we now know this guy is just covering the window, not moving right this moment.
Correct.
I pick up the gun.
Yep.
With your Waldo, now that you've got it working again.
Well, it's a medium weapon that I can use, right?
Yeah.
It is. It is 100% a pistol. Looks like a pistol.
So
It
if he's
only
covering-
takes 1 round per shot. Like you can see that he's got this bandolier of kind of gyrojet rounds that he slides into it. The gun itself is
Okay.
really primitive. Like it's literally a tube with effectively something to ignite the first charge, and that's pretty much it.
okay,
Very
so
low tech.
if he's got this window covered, then I suspect I can exit by this door. Is my guess. Right. So my aim here is to exit via this door, hold to the wall, and then come up over the roof just slightly. And then you guys go in and throw the body across the field of vision right here. He'll shoot, and then I'll be able to see where he comes from and shoots. Yes? No? Maybe?
I love
Overly
this
complex?
plan. I love the idea of the body flying across the room.
So
Some people are happy to use
nuance
little
the plan.
helmets with a stick on the end, but no, not you guys. It's the whole body, or it's not worth doing. All right.
All right,
So
you can choose what to try. The point is, I need him to shoot so I can find him and shoot.
I want you to use the whole
Anti-sniper,
body,
sniper.
just so we're all on the
Commit
same
to
page.
the
I want the whole body. All right. Sorry, Antos, you were proposing a
Well-
minor variation to the plan.
So he's seeing kind of through here over
Yeah.
this way, right?
Yeah.
Kind of into that's his line of sight. So if we come down here, crack the door, and can say to Kush, he's got a line straight on you. Can you show just enough that he can take?
No,
a
Kush
shot?
isn't anywhere near this. He's talking about Clank. Clank's still
Oh,
kicking
Clank.
around in that room.
Clank.
Oh,
here
in
somewhere.
there.
Literally,
Oh,
Kush is
clanking with
over
his stuff
here.
not working.
Kush
that's what I was
has
trying to
made
work out. The
Kush is
complicated
actually
line of sight.
in this
Okay, right.
oven. He's just fucking gone to the most solid thing he can find. He's pissed on it, so everyone knows it's his, and then he's gotten in.
That's the free.
Well, that's
He's in the
actually that's I had the wrong end, but that's even better, in fact. So we can come down to this door here,
Yeah.
and because Clank, you must have the helmet on the stick equivalent. You must be able to do that a bit more easily than the wolf in the dressing gown.
I
don't know.
I
I
got
don't
the
know,
helmet
Clank.
on
Can I
servo.
offer a GM intrusion at this point?
Oh no!
Honestly, how much worse can fucking life get for me right now?
hard,
Hold on,
buddy.
I gotta
Go
pick the
hard.
right one. There it is. There you go. I'm offering you a GM intrusion, Clank.
All right, I will accept. I will apply it to Antos because he's been similarly useless as I have.
Hey, Antos chopped off someone's hand. Antos has had
Excuse
some
me,
wins.
why was the fucking log of pain? I had to burn one of my relics just to stand up.
Well, it's happened now. Antos has scored that
That's
XP
fine.
just through, accidental
buddy.
byproduct.
I mean, to be honest, Antos should have got the XP for cutting off a hand. Is fucking glorious.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although
Yeah.
flipping around a missile in midair into his face, not a bad game.
No,
I mean, yeah.
true,
Yeah,
true
look,
that.
There were a lot of fucking,
20's going down
valuable
in rapid
effort.
succession. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So Clank, the GM intrusion is obviously you can, the nearest object you have that is adjacent, similar to like a helmet, is your little. Is the little drone robot that you use all the
Oh
time.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no way.
I'm
Which is
also-
currently depowered.
Yeah, so I'm going to plonk a helmet on him and say, I whisper in his little audio circuit, I'm so sorry for this, buddy. And hang him out to dry.
All right, awesome. Okay, so the plan of attack, we'll skip a couple of rounds of action here. Kush, if you want to join into this by now, it's, silence has
Sure.
reigned. I don't know. You can't hear anyone talking, though, because all your comms are down.
I think now that the action's quietened down, I'll emerge and
Right.
and scamper back into the library with a bowl of ice cream in hand. It's been a rough day.
No, hold on. So you just scamper back into the library. You thinking it's all been solved.
Yeah. Right, fellas, I'm back. Why is the missile damage everywhere?
Wait, someone's
who's
about
this
to do
broad?
another intrusion on the fly.
How did you know? How did you know?
The giggles, perhaps.
It
Just
turns out
walking
the only
on.
ice cream that was available was chocolate mint. That's what.
Ooh, nasty. So Kush, do you want to accept that intrusion?
I will. I'm just trying to.
So Kush steps into the room, and the rest of you are going. Just like eating the ice cream. Meanwhile, Dan is carefully, wedged this robot on a stick.
I am a sentry bot. Trying
to attract some attention when Kush just kind of wanders into the field of fire eating chocolate.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know what's going. Hey guys, we got this sorted then, and everyone's like, all right. So, Kush, could you make a speed defense roll for me, please? Oh,
yeah.
It'll be one more difficulty than you can see. I haven't adjusted the difficulty.
It'll be hard because it's a bloody thing.
Oh, wow. Oh, hold on. No, that's a fail because of the one-off thing. All right. So, Kush,
Remember,
you wander
you
into the
spend
middle of the
XP
field of fire.
to re-roll.
Yes.
You can spend XP to re-roll.
Actually, yeah, I will do that. I'll spend an XP to re-roll.
There goes that intrusion XP.
Yeah.
Thank you for the XP, by the way.
That's okay.
I think Thomas is never going to offer me an intrusion again. I've skipped.
Nah.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So, Kush, you're eating your bowl of ice cream. You wander into the field of fire. Antos, you hear a voice over the gem going, "Hold on, there's a second one. I've got him dead to rights." And the next thing you know is Kush's bowl of ice cream is shattered into 1,000 pieces by this blast of fire that splatters him with, vanilla ice cream because he can't eat chocolate. We've identified that previously. So vanilla ice cream with raspberry, coulis.
Yeah, it looks like brains.
Yeah, it looks like brains. It just splatters all over his body. But Orcus, it's the perfect distraction.
Yeah.
So that's the minor effect. So, so you come zipping over the roof line. You can see that he's not actually particularly hidden or anything. Like, as far as he's concerned, he's got field of fire control. All the robots are down. He's pretty safe because he's turned off your, weaponry. So obviously you have none. But yeah, it's basically a human. He's holding what looks like a big rifle. It's got a big long. It's the same thing, but at rifle form. Anyway, all right.
Cool.
What do you want to do?
So I shoot him, I suppose. Set the difficulty.
I have. It is 5.
Oh, okay, cool. So
you may have an asset because he doesn't realize you're there.
Yeah, I did not ignore that. I'm pressing the alt.
Okay, I ignored it.
Yep.
I'm ignoring it.
So, one asset, I am going to put in 1 level. Can I put it in another level? I don't think I can. Oh, I can. All right. Yeah. So I'm not going to fuck this up, dude. I am going to. So basically, I'm going to put a shot in, and then I'm going to head straight over at him.
I figured that would be the case.
Yeah.
By the way, your weapons are working. Like, you've fully repaired. You've got your own blasters working now.
Yeah, you like...
The robot's been running around your body doing stuff. But you fired the rocket jet. Let's not make it overly complicated for now.
No. I have the fusion weapon. I have.
Oh, yeah, you do.
At every freaking moment I can. Is that
okay?
Active
You
or
realize a 1 in 20 chance that it stops working every time you use it.
Yeah, so I mean, so
1
I
in
should never
20.
use it?
1 in 20. It's an artifact.
You should only use it
All of
19
all of
times.
our devices have that.
All of the artifacts have a
Yeah.
have a burnout effectively.
No, I'm using that.
Okay,
Well,
all right.
Not
never
kidding.
going to happen.
So that'll do a lot of damage.
That's the intent. All right.
Okay.
Oh, do we want someone alive or not?
I mean, I think we should.
All right.
Maybe not the plasma
Ignore it.
weapon.
All right. Why is it? I've got the Alt key down. Yeah, I've just swapped back.
No, it's because it puts the pop-up in a different window. That's what was getting me.
All right.
If you've done what I've done.
Because you
Probably.
popped it out and put it in a different.
Yeah, I popped it out and it broke my whole thing.
All right. So that should do it. There we go.
Are you shooting him with the fusion weapon?
No.
We want something
Wow.
left to argue.
You missed by 1.
Yeah. Guess what? I'm spending out XP.
Wow. Okay. Just do it again then. Roll it all over again.
Oh, actually, it's just going to cost me all of that shit again, isn't it?
Just roll a d20. We can. If you roll more than a 6, you're going to hit. Pretty simple.
Oh, it's just a roll again. Yeah. Okay. All right. D20. Here it comes.
Nope. All right, you're buzzing towards him, firing with your gyrojet weapon.
So
and it's
angry.
not working. It's not a good look for you. All right, so you guys here.
You notice every single of those dice rolls
all
that
about
entered
shock and
before
awe.
were perfect.
I do understand. All right, so there's as you approach him, could you make a speed defense roll for me, please, as he shoots you with his gun?
Is he at a disadvantage because I'm hailing bullets down on him and serving his shooting? By any chance?
No.
Worth a try.
Can I scream in his ear at just the right moment?
You could. You could do that. I'll give you that. If you do
If
that,
I can-
I'll give you an asset.
If I can see well enough to try and time it, I will try and
Okay.
scream
All right.
in
There you
horror.
go. There's an asset for your speed defense because Antos is helping you.
Nice.
Okay. You dodged the gyrojet and you are now close to him. He's got a large blade and he's got the rifle, which doesn't look that useful at this point.
Yeah, so I am going to grapple and rip the blade from his hand.
All right. Go for it. What do the rest of you want to do while Orcus is engaged? So he's not shooting at you anymore. Who wants to charge out the window and race towards the combat?
I'm
If
leaping
I'm
out
in,
the
yeah.
window,
I'm in on that.
racing
All
up
right.
the hill.
There's racing up the hill going on. Okay, next round you guys will get to hand. All right, Orcus, you got 1 round.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
Rip the knife from his hand and drive it into him.
Right. Okay. So, yep. Excellent. So, you stab him with his own bladed weapon. Right on. Okay. He looks like he's had better days. You are stabbing him repeatedly. It does 6 points of damage. It's a nasty sword. Okay. So he's had better days. That's Gaius.
I go, in the name of the Imperium,
Ooh.
surrender.
Yeah.
He's like,
Up yours.
up yours, exactly. Doesn't
Let's
look
try.
like he's
Hard
well. He's
to
not that.
imagine.
He's not quite down and out yet. All right. So the rest of you charge up.
I'm charging.
Excuse me. Make a speed defense roll. He tries to basically wrestle the blade out of your hands.
Wouldn't that be a might?
Oh yeah, that'll do. Yep, might. That sounds better actually. Yep, I'll pay that. Might defense roll.
Is it difficulty 15?
Difficulty 5, yeah.
Times 3, yeah.
He is
Two-
he's a nasty, well-trained assassin type. He's not your run-of-the-mill mooge.
Okay.
Okay.
Stab him again.
He's not having a good day. All
Stop
right.
stabbing yourself.
Stop stabbing yourself.
Yeah.
It feels like it's coming right at me moment. Okay, so by this point, Antos and Razko have rocked up. He's outnumbered 3-1. For the sake of simplicity, you beat him to the ground. Does anyone want to kill him?
Nah.
But if we can
I'm
avoid
pretty
it.
pissed about my ice cream.
Yeah.
Go
I
get
mean,
some
you
of
could
the
kill
bowl,
him, Kush. You could get some vengeance.
No, that's fine. There's more ice cream. I hope.
Is Handy
right.
Gary in the other room still alive?
Is Gaius alive? Well, none of you made any effort to keep him alive.
No,
Like,
he would've-
Fine.
you basically just walked out and then you went and did shit. So by the time you get back, no, Gaius he's bled
Just
out.
checking. Oh,
You know, God's way of telling you to slow down. A sucking chest wound, it turns out, is the line. So he has slowed down. So at this point, you've got Gaius captured and unconscious. You've got the two little gems that seem to be able to communicate
nice.
at any point. So they're actually an artifact in their own right. Effectively, they're an Ansible.
Oh, cool.
Wow.
Who are we
Wow.
talking to, though?
Not that you guys completely understand that, but they are
Well, we don't know
a
how it
paired.
works. But...
They're a paired quantum
Entangled,
entangled,
real-time interstellar communication device.
and completely dependent on quantum entanglement, so not affected by the energy drain device.
yes. Clever.
So where's that device?
He's got it on him.
We'll turn that.
Push can
fucker
actually
off.
recognize it because he's seen it used. He's like, no, it's that clicky stick. That clicky stick. That one. That's the clicky stick. Get that one. He's got very good hearing. He can hear it clicking. It's driving him mad. So they've got two ancient devices. One is the two little gemstones, and which seem to be in some way connected. And the second is the clicky stick.
Nice.
Yeah, nice.
We'll use that somewhere, somehow.
And you
we've
go
got 2 guns, a bunch of bullets, and 2 knives.
Yeah. They're all pretty ordinary though. Like the Gyrojet pistols are of use if you use the clicky stick. But
Yeah,
they're
that's what I'm
not
saying.
great. They're not great weapons outside of that. They're particularly good when no one else has rapid fire energy weapons, for instance.
But
I
they're
can
not
see
bad in
us
hard
using the
vacuum.
cookie stick at some stage.
But-
Yeah. Or if you're fighting in space, weirdly, there's certain use cases for Gyrojet weapons. Because they
All right.
generate very low recoil. Because they're
So before we turn off the clicky stick, we move back inside the house.
Yeah.
Now, my
yes,
concern
good
is,
point.
as soon as we turn off the clicky stick,
Yeah.
her medical bot is going to.
Go. She did.
What's the medical service in Cyberpunk?
Oh,
Trauma
the blue, the I remember the
team.
guys. Yeah.
Trauma teams, yeah.
Yeah, this kind of place would have trauma
you
team,
could pay
right?
your insurance so that they would come to you. Yeah, I remember trauma teams. Yes, you are correct. There's definitively someone as old as her is paying a shit ton of money to medical and emergency care services.
Oh, yeah.
So we need to find her. We need to find her surveillance system because we're on it.
You are
They're not.
correct.
So Dan or
Machine
Antos,
stopped recording here, started recording here. That problem.
Yeah.
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 that- yeah.
Well, and
we want to.
presumably all of her stuff is a literally dead man switch, in that they stopped getting a signal, so they're on their way, I would think.
Oh.
Like the moment the clicky stick was activated, they'll be on their way.
Fuck.
So
Yeah, actually, yeah. I reckon that's right.
Pretty short timer at this point.
Well, we do know that her other person is on that other planet scanning shit.
Beck's World.
Her assistant,
Vex World.
assistant Junie is on Beck's World.
Yeah.
You got a name.
Does she have a spaceship by any chance?
Not that you can see.
Is that boat in
Her
fact an
contact list.
interstellar ship?
Yeah, it's an interstellar dinghy.
Not that you can see.
All right, we have to exit. But I'll take her. Does she have a freestanding computer, or is like
That's what I was
a
gonna
house?
say.
She's got a data pad. She's got like
Pick the
a
thing up and
she's got a
we probably
data
want to
pad.
take that and go.
Yeah.
Yep. So you grab the you grab the information system that she maintains in the house. You grab the little gems. You grab the clicky stick. And you grab him because you took him alive. So I assume you take him with you as well, leaving the other body lying in situ, as it were, and flee the scene in your rented vehicle. When you get out of the thing, you find the second vehicle, though. So you could take their vehicle. They have a vehicle as well.
Is it cooler than ours?
Yeah, not really, but it's it's probably stolen. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just hire it. Maybe they're just those sorts of guys.
Uber.
Rented Kia versus stolen Kia.
We just take our vehicle, I think.
yeah, I think so.
All right.
Let's do it.
And so you head off towards the city, clicky stick in hand, leaving the dead body of the professor and whatever the police will find when they get to the recordings of things.
The brief visit of
a bunch of people
murder.
turned up. There's some recording of a conversation where they claimed to
Oh fuck!
have been to
fuck!
an ancient base.
Oh yeah, and then she's dead.
And then
magically.
she's dead straight after that.
They got Oh no, they don't have video of her dying.
No, because she died.
They
right
will have
after
video of the
being
other
shut
car
down.
turning up though.
Yes, possibly. Yep. But
And
they've also
the
got
body of
five-
somebody who was not on the.
who was
on
not
the
in the
those
original
videos.
group, but during that period
good
where
point.
things were shut down, were they your accomplices, guys? Did you break in to turn off the security
God damn
system
it.
since you were inside the house? And
That
that would
seems
be the
far-fetched.
most logical place for that to happen.
That
because
seems very far-fetched.
there's no magical, turn off all the electrical devices available in Imperial technology. So the obvious answer is you infiltrated the house,
We're so
turned off all the
fucked.
security systems. A colleague of yours tried to join you. You killed the professor. There was a falling out amongst the criminals who'd come to steal something, resulting in one of the criminals being
Antos,
left
Dan,
behind.
do you have any kind of viruses you can upload to the house array?
I'm a hardware person, not a software person.
Antos is a software person.
Yeah, surely I can do that.
Yeah, like some sort of targeted virus that destroys the security recording might give us a little bit extra time.
Yeah, can I have a crack at that before we run out the door?
You can. It will be difficulty 5 because you're operating on pretty tight time frames.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to go, I'm going to do this, and by the way, the police are going to be here in 5 minutes. So,
And I don't.
so hardware guy Dan, is this kind of
Hardware
security
Dan.
system held on premise or off premise?
no, it's held off. It's held off.
Okay.
This is a
Worth
proper
a try.
technologically advanced world. I mean, come on.
Try. Shut up. There might have been like an upload cycle, right? That wasn't
Well,
like
actually,
direct-
can I find
direct-
if that's not a bad thing? Can I check out if there's an upload?
Hey, that's a
cycle to worry
success.
about?
Oh, you success, congrats, man.
There is no upload cycle. It's live feed. to the cloud storage facility. Antos, you upload a virus, which is pretty successful actually, because you got one more level of success than you actually needed to be successful. So you crack the system. It's not perfect. Like, you don't think you've gotten every... Well, you've got a choice. Here you go. I'll give you a choice. You can expunge the record of you talking about all of the ancient stuff and make it harder to visually recognize you. Or you can go hard for the visual recognition, but leave the information that she was collecting about the Twilight's Peak and the ancient sites.
I'd go the first
no,
one.
so-
It's my
Yeah, the first one. First one for sure.
because this is just
Yeah.
going to give us enough time to get off planet, and they won't.
They
know where
already,
to go.
they've already got pictures of us. We're already on the run.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
All
It'll
right,
delay
so
them.
But the less information they get, the better.
So you're able to conceal your faces. You think they'll be able to eventually match you against, how you
I'm a
walk
giant
and how
fucking
tall you
fish
are. And...
in a battle.
Yeah, there's the minor issue of the... So
I am
a
never
Varga
playing
and
a
dolphin,
battlefish suit again. This is just
a
very
Varga
hard
and a
to be-
dolphin walk into a bar is the line that doesn't get used very often. All right, so you guys are gonna you flee the building, as it were, and were you gonna worry about the criminal underworld bit, or are you just gonna
Yeah, I was going to say
bounce?
we need to talk to the dandelion.
Well, do you? I mean, that's a question. How do you feel like, or do you want to just bounce and not take the risk of being caught in a,
We need to get off planet, dude.
Well, we need to.
Like, what do you think we're going to get?
The first thing we need to do is find somewhere quiet to interrogate this guy.
Oh yeah, you've got the guy.
Yeah.
That's true. You do need to take him somewhere to have a chat.
Yeah. And so
All
that'll
right,
help
so-
us work out what we do from there.
So next session, you're going to start by having a chat
We're
with
gonna
the
have to.
guy,
Yeah.
and then
Well,
you'll make
Kush
whatever
is going to have a
decisions you
little
make.
chat and rip his mind.
Oh, that's right. Kush is, because psionics.
that would imply that psionics are a thing, and that Kush knows about these things.
No, we don't know anything about
Exactly. Yeah, no. Kush is a good Imperial citizen.
Of course.
He'd turned himself in if he had psionics.
Oh,
As a dutiful
yeah,
member of the
definitely.
Imperium, he'd be right up there at the front of the line.
He'd probably do that. Yeah.
This is kind of 40k moment, let's keep the Emperor alive by giving our souls up so that we can have them sucked out, that kind of moment.
Well, maybe not that far.
No, maybe not that far. Black ships, let's feed souls to the Emperor. Never made a lot of sense, but then of course it was Warhammer 40k. I don't think that was the point. On that note, then, so that's where we'll stop. So next session, you're gonna chat to the guy. The good news is, I promise you, at least for the foreseeable future, there are no more disabling flight systems.
Yeah, I was gonna put in a complaint to management, frankly.
Like when I read this part of the adventure, and it was literally they have a device that shuts off all the electronics of anyone.
That's the end of that.
It's like pretty funny when I look at you guys, but there you go. Now you've got the clicky device. You've got it. Well,
I
one
can't
of you's got
use it.
Well, no, this is the thing.
Hey,
Is
wait.
it like now a party trick where Razco flicks it on whenever Orcus is annoying him? It's like
Can we just say that my power armor is now hardened because I wasted a level 9 artifact?
it's a cipher. You used a cipher, not an artifact.
Yeah,
Nice
true.
one.
Ciphers are one use.
Quality on the language. Can we say that it made my suit hardened?
No,
It's I don't mean
Just you
immune.
said.
I mean that it's easier to get it back online.
If you smash it once, it doesn't make it stronger. It makes it, at best, Nothing.
But I like the surely as two reasonable people we could come to this conclusion together form of negotiation that was deployed. I respect everything about it. It was like, as two reasonable humans, you can see that what I'm saying makes complete sense. It was a nice
surely
effort.
you could give a little from your position.
It's like, but why would I? I don't have to negotiate. It's not actually an obligation.
I gain nothing from this.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what do I get for it? I get less fun. That's what I get, Nick. I get less fun. What you're offering me is
Jerk.
less fun. All right,
You're a jerk.
cool. So in a fortnight, Clank will once again be able to use devices.
I do not
Orcus
give
will-
Kush the clicky stick.
Orcus will be sad. The one thing for you guys to think about is which two of you are putting the gems in your ears.
Well,
I don't have ears.
He has no ears.
True that. Yeah, so Orcus probably a bad choice.
I'm taking the
But the
knife.
way they work is actually just vibrate. Like they're actually vibrating to generate sound. It's what's going inside the gem with the
Yeah.
kind of.
I would suggest that
the
this is
pairing.
something that we would use and give it to somebody who like
Yeah.
what's the word? Like it's a situational device, right?
Yeah, well, absolutely, because most of the time your actual communicators actually provide better communication capability than these gems. They only transmit sound. They do it pretty poorly. Like they're not good in that sense of the word, but as you will understand, they work between planets.
Yeah.
In real time.
Yeah. These would be an amazing bug, right? Undetectable.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
you
if
literally
you were willing
have
to risk it.
you have the thing the Imperium doesn't have. You literally have the one thing the Imperium doesn't have. Faster than light communication
Comms.
capability.
So-
Instantaneous communication capability
Interstellar
across any
communication.
distance.
So the interesting thing is we can obviously find this out, but I don't think these guys were Imperium.
No.
No. No, they were not. That much I can give you a yes on. Yeah, they were not Imperial. They were something else.
All right,
And on that
peeps,
note,
bedtime.
Yeah.
talk to you
Damn.
later. Bye,
All right,
guys.
folks.
Later.
Bye.